Welcome back, everyone. I am the Depressed Dior, and this is Arkham Horror, the card game. We're doing the Circle Undone, and we are going to be doing For the Greater Good, I believe, is our next one. One thing I did not do on screen last time was increase Lily Chin's total experience. We're up to 21 total experience now, so she's 9 away from her next discipline and weakness. Besides that, as of recording this, there is an update to this TTS module. I will not update it until the next campaign. Beyond that, I've just been kind of busy seeing what future decks I'll be using for the other campaigns. Some of these I'll be going completely blind in, so it might not go very well. Also, since I do restrict myself to only female investigators, I have to take into account the limitations for that. Like, for example, there are only 4 female guardians in the entire game, and one of them is not really designed to be a thug. So. Though there are plenty of mystics, which can be essentially a flex, or it can be full offense if you really prefer it. So it's not like I'm out of options. Anyway, where were we? For the Greater Good, it'll be this one. Okay. Let's see. Ever since your brush with death at Hangman's Hill, the situation in Arkham has only worsened. In the days since, there have been many reports of ghost sightings and even several more disappearances. A thin layer of gray mist lingers over the streets at all hours, day and night. As soon as the sun begins to set each evening, doors are shut and locked. Without truly realizing why, very few people dare venture out at night. Some businesses have even closed their doors to customers during the day, citing poor weather. Things are getting out of hand. If the investigators are members of the lodge, proceed to enter 2. I believe we are. Yeah, we are members of the lodge. Okay. Enter 2. The creature that appeared at the lodge's charity gala is clearly not bound to Joseph Meiger's manor, which means the horrors you've experienced could be just the start of something much worse. It is time to report your findings to the Silver Twilight Lodge. Perhaps they can help interpret the knowledge you've gathered and inform you as to what your next step should be. With their help, you may be able to save Arkham. And then if you're deceiving them, you read this extra stuff, which we are not. And then we go straight to setup. So about this, the setup is different depending on whether or not you're a member of the lodge or not. In this case, we are, so we will be doing a warm welcome and then removing the rest of the stuff. To keep it simple, the module does this all for us. So we have members of the lodge. Press the place button if you are a member of the lodge. And there you go. A warm welcome. Yep, got all that set up. And then... Alright, so it does that. Essentially what's changing is what act we start with. And then we're using locations with "We've been expecting you" subtitles in it. And then we are going to have some copies of Acolytes, Wizard of the Order, Knights of the Inner Circle, and a copy of the Cell Keeper. These have been removed from the game because they are not against us. And then we put the lodge and lodge catacombs and the lounge into play, which I'm assuming those are already in. Lodge gates, lobby, lounge cellar, lodge catacombs. Yep, those are in. Sorry for zooming out and in a lot. Okay. Set the following cards aside out of play. Okay. And then set a Skull, Cultist, Tablet, and Elder Thing token aside out of play. These should be taken from your collection and not from your Chaos bag. These tokens are keys. See keys on the next column. Okay. And then shuffle the rest of the encounter cards to the build. Got it. Yep, those are all set aside. All right. Keys. The setup of this scenario instructs the players to set aside the following tokens as keys. These keys are never placed in the Chaos bag and do not act as traditional Chaos tokens. Instead, they represent keys, which investigators can recover and use throughout the scenario. Keys can enter play via several different card effects and are usually placed on an enemy, location, or story asset. Keys can be acquired in one of 3 ways. If a location with a key has no clues, an investigator can take it as a lightning bolt ability. If an enemy with a key on it leaves play, the investigator who caused the enemy to leave play must take control of its key. And if it leads through some other means, it will just place it on their location. Some card effects may also allow investigators to take control of keys in other ways. When an investigator takes control of a key, they place that key on their investigator card. If an investigator who controls one or more keys is eliminated, you place the keys on their location, and then it becomes an action ability. An investigator can give. Oh, sorry. As an action ability, an investigator may give any number of keys to another investigator at the same location. And that's everything. Okay. Let's. So those are those, and then we have the keys, which. Okay, be sure to shuffle before drawing. I'll just go ahead and hit shuffle a few times. I'm going to go ahead and hit shuffle a few times here. I'll assume the encounter deck was taken care of already. Agenda 1A, the Hierophant. Actually, let me make sure. Not a member of the Lodge. Okay, I am going to go ahead and check the encounter deck. Okay, let's see. Let me make sure this is right. Okay, I do need to do this. Got it. All right, remove the neophytes. Oh, wait. I misread that. Oop, I did something wrong. Okay, those are fine. We'll make sure this is correct. All right, we're members of the Lodge. It's Acolytes, Wizards of the Order, and Knights of the Inner Circle, and one copy of Cellkeeper. Got it. Search him and remove them from the game. So Acolytes. Okay, Acolytes are removed. Wizard of the Order, okay. Knights, and this is Knight of Outer Void, which we're fine with. And then Cell. Okay. Okay. So I believe we have the right ones. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle this. All right, Agenda 1, the Hierophant. 5. Adapt your beliefs and be open to new truths. You are expected to conform. Do not stray from the path. Forced. When you defeat a Silver Twilight enemy, you leave behind some evidence of the scuffle. Move one doom from each enemy at that location to the current agenda. Okay. Let's see. So whenever you defeat one. Got it. Warm welcome. You have arrived at the Lodge's manor in French Hill to see if they can help you piece together the evidence you've collected. Perhaps you can even speak with the president of the Lodge again, but as you approach the manor, you begin to wonder if this was a test of your loyalty all along. Okay, I'm just checking a few things. Yeah, the only thing that's affected is the act. It does not affect the agenda. Okay. With that, I think we're good. Oh, where do we start? All right. We begin play at the Lodge gates, which is all the way at top. I'm going to go ahead and move these down for now, just so I don't have to scroll all the way up so much. So we're going to start here. Oh, also, let's go ahead and read up on the tokens. Currently, I believe we have everything except Elder Things now. Skulls are -X, where X is the highest number of Doom on a cultist enemy in play. The cultist token is -2, and then you reveal another token, so it's practically a curse token. And then the tablet is -3. If you fail, place 1 Doom on the nearest cultist enemy. Alright, this is going to be rough. And then if we had Elder Things, it would be -3. If you fail, move 1 Doom from the nearest cultist enemy to the current agenda. Okay, so yeah, that the cultist tokens are going to be a problem, because that could potentially become a 5. A -5, or even worse, it could be literally straight into an auto fail. All right, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and put a cut here, and I'll BRB. Okay, save made. Let's dive into this. So again, Lily Jen got Sweeping Kick, Emergency Cash, the upgraded version, and the upgraded Prepare for the Worst for Stick to the Plan. We're going to shuffle a bunch and see if we can start with the tower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, not the tower. Okay. Both beat cops. We definitely don't need both. Defiance is definitely something worth holding on to. but I don't think we want it right now. Let's work on trying to get other things first. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Only a beat cup, but we do have prepared for the worst, so we can make that work. And the backpack is probably just going to be just there, because honestly, it's redundant at this point. All right, we're starting with... We do have 1 physical trauma on Trish, because we got a little greedy last time, and unlucky. But that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is interesting. Let's go ahead and tag these out. 1 and 2. Okay. Not a bad start. 2 easy marks in the opening hand is quite amazing. You can also potentially kill me. So we'll see how this goes. Alright, first things first. Lodge gates. We've been expecting you. As you approach the gates of the Lodge's Manor in French Hill, you are surprised to see several automobiles parked nearby in the street. Light shines in several of the windows of the manor. Is there a gathering of some sort here tonight? Alright, enemies cannot spawn at the Lodge gates. 2 shroud, 0 clues. Resign as an action. On second thought, maybe coming here was a bad idea. The headquarters of the Silver Twilight Lodge is a gorgeous Victorian manor in French Hill, overlooking most of the city. Light flickers beyond its prominent stained glass door. Alright, and then we have the lobby here. We've been expecting you. The entrance to the Silver Twilight Lodge is guarded. You cannot enter the lobby. Lodge gates gains action parlay. The guards recognize you from the micro estate and let you pass, reveal the lobby. Okay, so you have to spend an action to essentially deal with the guard. The front entrance to the Lodge's Manor is guarded by 2 men in trench coats who nod to you as you approach. Okay, so we got that going for us. Who do we want to start with? We need 6 clues to advance. No clues are here, obviously. Alright. Let's start with Trish, just in case bad things happen. So our first action is going to be playing Easy Mark. Gain 2 resources, and draw a card. And then as a reaction, after you play Easy Mark, you can play another Easy Mark from your hand at no cost. Gain 2 resources, draw a card. Okay. Not punished. Alright, next, let's go ahead and spend 3 and get out Lola, which will give us, well, our stats are already set up for that, which, by the way, we need to reset this. There we go. All right, and then last action, I'm going to go ahead and get out the hiking boots. All right, and that gets us another agility. Okie dokie, not too shabby. We gained 4, yeah, we essentially spent a grand total of 1 resource for all that, and 3 actions. Okay, goes to Lily Chen. Lily is going to go ahead and stick to the plan to get out prepared for the worst. Top 9. I believe I shuffled. I don't think I shuffled. No, I did shuffle. Yeah, we definitely shuffled. Okay, in that case, I can pick a weapon from here. So I'm going to grab the Runic Axe. And then the other effect of the upgraded version is I can play it immediately at paying the resource cost. So I'll spend 3 to get it out. And then I'm going to go ahead and spend an action to go say hi to the guards. So parlay, the guards recognize you from the micro estate and let you pass. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle again just in case. There we go. Reveal the lobby. Okay, we've been expecting you. The guards step aside and allow you to enter the lobby. Mr. Sanford has been expecting you, one of them says, cryptically. The interior of the mansion is clean and well kept, as you would expect from Arkham's most prestigious social club. Plaques, pictures, and other trinkets adorn the wooden halls, hinting at the wooden walls, hinting at the lodge's long and storied history. All right, and then for my last action, I'm going to go ahead and just move. Because we're going to need to move eventually. Good evening. All right, let's go to upkeep. Promise of power. And damning testimony. Okay, we can work with that. Alright, first Doom for the Mythos phase. Alright, draw. Place one Doom on the nearest cultist enemy. Nothing's going to be placed, so we're going to go ahead and surge. Humanoid, cultist, Silver Twilight. Any sanctum location. So it'll be down there. Oh, it's the jailer. Lodge jailer, 2 fight, 3 health, 3 evasion. Aloof. When Lodge jailer enters play, place 2 Doom and 1 random set aside key on it. Test parlay test 3 book. If you succeed, either remove 1 Doom from the Lodge jailer or take control of its key, and it has 2 horror for its hit. Okay. Speaking of the Lodge catacombs, the door to the catacombs is locked. You cannot enter the catacombs unless you control at least one of the keys. A windowless steel door blocks your way into paths unknown. You get the feeling this basement is much larger than it appears. All right, gets a 2 Doom, which is kind of bad, and a random set-aside key. We've already shuffled, so we'll just take the random set-aside key, which is going to be the Elder key. All right, and then for you, Beneath the Lodge, if you control at least 1 key, it gains peril and its skill test gains +1 difficulty. Revelation, test 3 book. For each point you fail by, you must either lose 1 clue or take 1 horror. Alright, I'm currently 5-3. We could try to go 6-3. By the way, what's the minus X? Minus X right now is -2. Alright. Not much I can do about it. Sure, I'm going to go ahead and commit the quick thinking. So that's going to put us at 6-3. Okay, so that puts us at 4-3, so we pass, but we don't get the extra action. I didn't want to take any risk there. Alright, so we're already at 3 Doom, and we got some work to do. We got the Lodge cellar. We've been expecting you. Several locked windows along the basement level of the manor reveal the dark cellar within. And then down here in the lounge, as you approach the staircase leading to the 2nd floor of the mansion, you smell burning candle wax. It is quiet enough that you can hear the gentle crinkling of a page being turned. All right, let's start with Lily. First action, I'm going to go ahead and get out the emergency cache. And draw a card. Oh, good, we got our other one. Then I'm going to go ahead and spend 4 resources to get out Beat Cop, which will bring us back up to 6. And then last action, I'm going to move. I'm going to check out the... So we need to find a key. Let's see. Let's go ahead and check out the lounge. So that was the lobby. Now we'll go to the lounge. After the lounge is revealed, put the set-aside vault and library locations in play. Oh boy. Vault, library. All right. Put the set-aside August Lindquist asset into play in the lounge. Place 1 random set-aside key on him. As you enter the warm lounge, you spot an elegantly dressed man reading by the fire. To your surprise, he pays you almost no heed whatsoever. 2 shroud, 4 clues. Is this individual? August? Yep. Alright. Elegant and elusive. Cultist, Silver Twilight. Investigators at August Lindquist location spend 4 clues as a group. Parlay, each investigator spent at least 1 clue, must take either 1 damage or 1 horror. Remove him from the game and take control of his key. I don't really care what you're doing here, but perhaps we can make an arrangement. Something to note here about the vault is it's locked and it needs the Elder key, which is all the way, unfortunately, down with the Lodge jailer. A heavy wooden door with an iron barred window appears to lead into a small vault. It is shielded shut from prying eyes. And then the library, a narrow windowless hallway, slopes upward from the lounge, leading you to a tall wooden door. And as far as I can tell, this card is an asset. So we won't be able to do our fancy damning testimony with that. All right. Besides that, I believe we have to spawn a key, right? Random set-aside key. All right, we get the tablet here. All right, that was all of her actions. Let's go ahead and go with Trish. I'm pretty much just going to spend 2 actions moving. Then I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 resources and tap Lola to grab a clue here. And then I will investigate this location. I'm currently 5-2. Okay, we pass. That was pretty much -2 +2. Alright, so we almost have enough to get what we need from here. The bad part is this guy is going to hurt us a little bit. It's not too bad, but it does add up. Alright, let's go ahead and that is everybody. So let's go ahead and do upkeep. The runic axe. And in the shadows. Okay, goes to Mythos. We're halfway there thanks to the freaking jailer. Find the 2 topmost cultist enemies in the encounter discard pile and spawn them in any empty the empty location with the most remaining clues. If no cultist enemies are spawned by this effect, take its surge. Yeah, we don't have any cultists, so it's going to surge. Same thing. We'll have it surge. All right, Neophyte. Any empty location. After Lodge Neophyte enters play, place 1 Doom on it, and then test 2 Brain. If you succeed, you can remove all Doom from the Lodge Neophyte. Okay, it's also aloof, and yeah, we've seen these guys before. Okay. So I think the big thing here, we'll put 1 in the library. Do I want to put it in the library? I don't know what's easier. I mean, Trish is going to be spending this first round literally getting everything here. Because we're trying to get clues. Or what? Maybe we're being tested. I mean, if we go around and start going through the vault, they might not be happy about that. So, you know what? We're going to put you in the library. The Doom's going to advance pretty quickly, unfortunately. Or the agenda's going to advance pretty quickly. But I think I'm okay with that. Alright. I'm going to go... We're going to play this... I'm not sure this is the right answer or not. But we are members of the Lodge. And I'm not lying to them. So there's maybe no reason for me to go digging if it's going to cause trouble. So let's keep that in mind. All right, let's start with Lily Chen. I'm going to go ahead and move her. I want to see what the library has for us. Okay, has 2 clues and has victory. While you are investigating the library, if you control the if you control that key, it gets a reduced shroud. Oh boy. But that's okay, actually. Oh, we can make things happen here. Oh, yeah, we're fine. This is fine. Okay. Even the Lodge's library is arranged to showcase the organization's wealth and power. There are hundreds of books among the room's tall cramped shelves. Yes, 6 shroud, 2 clues. Okay. For my next action, I'm going to go ahead and parlay. I'm currently 4-2. I'm going to go ahead and make it 5-2, and I'm going to pick Cultist with Defiance. And we pass. We get the clue, the Doom off of him. All right, and then for my last action, I'm going to go ahead and just pop an emergency cache. So we're ready for whatever's coming. Okay, Trish. I have some... I'm going to spend an action to play Damning Testimony. I'm then going to investigate this current location using damning testimony, and I'm going to pick Lodge Neophyte as the enemy. So I'm currently 7-2 because I get +2 from damning testimony. So 7-2. Good luck. We passed. I am going to spend an evidence to get the clue from this location, and I'm going to go ahead and use my ability because there's an enemy there to get both clues from here. All right. I also get a clue from here because I just investigated. I'm then going to spend 2 and use Lola to get the last clue. And then I'm going to immediately advance and see what happens. The initiation. Ah, it's you. You are approached by a member of the lodge whom you recognize, one of Carl Sanford's bodyguards from your previous meeting with the president. I regret to inform you that Mr. Sanford and the other members of the lodge are busy with an important task at the moment. I would suggest you come back at a later time. You tell the man that your task is important and offer to help in return for a meeting with Mr. Sanford. He considers you for a moment, then nods. All right. We're attempting to open a device which we believe will help us find the revenant you encountered earlier. You'll want to speak with Nathan Wick if you want to help. You can find him in the library upstairs. You thank him and turn to leave, but he grabs your arm and stops you, adding one final warning. You should know that we intend to open this device at any cost. If you cannot stomach the consequences, once again, I suggest you leave. If the library is not in play, put it into play. Spawn the set-aside Nathan Wick enemy in the library, Master of Initiation, side face up. Set the set-aside puzzle box story asset to him. Puzzle box. Nathan Wick. So he is alert and an enemy. Puzzle box. When you are defeated, give control of the puzzle box to another investigator. As an action, you can unlight a brazier at your location, exhaust the Spectral Watcher, or deal 5 damage to the Spectral Watcher if it is exhausted. This action does not provoke attacks opportunity from the Spectral Watcher. Group limit once per game. So this is essentially a one-shot to stun the Watcher, essentially. Got it. And then Nathan Wick, Master of Indoctrination, Humanoid Cultist, Silver Twilight, Elite, 4 fight, 3 evasion, and 5 health. Alert, after you evade him by 3 or more, you can steal the puzzle box and add Nathan Wick to the victory display. Okay. Okay, whatever the lodge is planning, it involves a device they will do anything to open. It seems a lodge member by the name of Nathan Wick holds the device at the moment. One way or another, you have to get your hands on it. Is there a way to just get it normally? Okay. Well, he's going to be aggroed on you, regardless. And unfortunately, I can't use hiking boots to go there because it doesn't have any clues and it's not unrevealed. We definitely have a plenty of evasion on Trish, though. The other option is we beat the tar out of him. He has 5 health. But right now, Lily Chen is the person that's aggroed. So she's not going to be able to do anything. You're aloof, so that's fine. I'm just kind of... I'm generally unsure what I'm supposed to be doing here, so I'm just going to mosey my way down here. After you evade by 3 or more. The thing I'm wondering about is how automatic works. So 1 second. Okay, so the key thing about the automatic success, in this case, in both options I have here with breaking and entering and her special ability, which I can't trigger anyway, it's automatic evasion, but it's not automatically passing a skill test. So if it's which are two different things. So I can't do it either way. I'm going to have to do this the normal way. All right, we're going to go ahead and hit enemy phase. I'm going to get punched for 1 and 1. Put 1 horror on Beat Cop, and then I'll take 1 damage. All right. Yeah, so same thing here. It makes me automatically evade the enemy, but it's not a skill test. It's not making me automatically succeed the skill test. So with that, we need to do upkeep. Upkeep. Okay. Mythos, we're up to 5. Draw. Okay, we'll attach it to the location with the most clues and without a locked door. We'll put it up here at the, well, actually, we'll put it in the lobby. And you. Alright, let's test book 3 again. I don't have any clues to begin with. Yeah, I'll just test 5 to 3. And we're going to fail it by 1, so we'll take 1 horror. And I'll just put that on Lola. Okay. So, do we beat up this person? Or do something else? Because yeah, you have to essentially get it. You essentially have to have like a 9 to. Actually, you need more than a 9 to ensure that you can actually pass this because the cultist token. So we could just go we could just go YOLO and just beat the crap out of him. And I think that's kind of what I'm feeling right now. So I can do what, 2, 2. Yeah, that's doable. All right, let's go ahead and okay. So for 1 charge, I can now do. Oh, sorry. I can activate the same effect multiple times. So if I want to, I can just spend 4 charges and just try to and almost kill him. So with that in mind, let's just do this. Damage, damage, using Beat Cop. Then I will just YOLO him. So I can do it up to 3 times, so I'll do 3 powers. And a glory. And then I'm going to commit an overpower. And a runic axe. So that's going to bring me up to 9 to 4. Alright, that's what, -2? Yep, we're at -2. So that does hit. I do 4 damage, and it does kill him. And I will get... Oh, actually, what does alert do? Let me check that. Sorry, I was getting mixed up with like elusive for some reason. So yeah, I do enough damage. I kill him. I will use it to heal a damage. And as long as he gets put in, by any means, choose an investigator to take control of the attached puzzle blocks and advance. The question is this what I want to do? Well, no going back now. Beating him up might have not have been the best option, but we do advance. You can parlay with him? How? That option wasn't even available. Oh well. If you advance by defeating Nathan Wick, you pry the device from Nathan's hands and flee before you're noticed. Alright. The 4 keys. The device is nothing more than a locked puzzle box, just about large enough to hold a pair of shoes. The diagram on its surface depicts a broken pattern which can be manipulated to no apparent end, and there does not appear to be a keyhole of any kind. If the investigators at the same location control the puzzle box and all the keys, you can advance. Well, that's going to be a problem. Because we don't have any... well, you at least get the puzzle box. Yeah, what is it? You take control of it in advance, right? Choose an investigator to take control of the attached puzzle blocks in advance. I will give this to Trish. Okay. So we now know we need the keys here. Unfortunately, we're not going to get very far with that issue. All right. Well, I still have actions I need to do, so I will move. And then move again. Because we might be stuck, because there's no clues left. We do have victory, too. We have 2 points of victory, at least. I mean, worst comes to worst, we can always try to leave through the lodge gates. Alright, Trish. You're just going to be doing some moving this round. 1, 2, 3. Lodge cellar. Several locked windows along the basement level of the manor reveal the dark cellar within. After the large cellar is revealed, place one random set-aside key. Okay, we can get a key here. So the good news is all we have to do is get the clues here, and we'll be good to go. Speaking of, this place has 3 shroud, so I can immediately get 3 shroud here. Okay, I'm just seeing what my options are. I can do book stuff here. He's aloof, that's fine. Okay, and then also we did defeat a Silver Twilight enemy, but there are no Doom on any of the enemies, so we don't have to worry about that. It says only at that location. So that's good. You didn't see anything, alright, Neophyte? Or else you're next. Alright. So I can get the clue here. I don't know if that's better or worse. Yeah, I'll spend the 3. And I'm going to go ahead and use Lola to grab a clue here. And then that is it. Let's go ahead and do upkeep. And to be honest, that guy hit me first. Like, I mean, he wasn't aloof. It's all his fault. Alright. Mythos. We are 6 out of 8. If there are no cultist enemies in play, yep. Otherwise, the nearest cultist enemy readies moves 1 location at a time until it reaches your location and engages you and makes an immediate attack. Then place each key you control on that enemy. Okay. Otherwise, the nearest cultist readies and moves 1 location at a time until it reaches your location, engages you, and makes an immediate attack. It's a tie? But do I want to beat him up? I mean, there's not really, I guess, a danger for it. Alright, well, he's going to engage me. So, yeah, I could pick either one. It's both of them are 2 spaces away. Nothing's going to happen to Trish as it passes through. Then it's going to hit for 2 horror, which is painful. And I don't have a way of negating it. And I don't have any keys on her, so I don't need to worry about that. All right, and then put this in the threat area. Got it. Okay. I think I might just beat up this man. Because, let's see. When you defeat an evil Silver Twilight enemy, you leave behind some evidence of the scuffle. Move 1 doom from each enemy. That's the thing I'm not sure about, though, is which happens first. So let me check that. Okay, so the doom would move before before they are actually removed from the board. So one way or the other, it will add 1 doom to the agenda, which isn't the end of the world. My other option is I can do a sweeping kick to evade him, and then have somebody else, Trish, go take care of the problem with the parlaying stuff, or I can just beat him up, which I don't know if I'm doing it right. It feels like I'm not really being punished for hitting anyone. I guess the big thing here is just this part where it makes the Doom go faster, but that's about it. And I'm kind of okay with paying 1 Doom here. So, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and use Beat Cop to do a damage to this guy. And then I'm going to do Power. Also, I think I forgot to do the +1 from Runic Axe when I was attacking the other guy. So I didn't need to commit as much stuff as I did. But that's okay. Also, I didn't draw a card from the Overpower. I should have done that. Okay. Now, back to work. All right, I'm going to spend 2 charges. It's going to be Glory and Power. So we're currently 7 to 2. So 7 to 2. Good luck. Good to go. That was a skull. It was -2. So we do kill him, and we'll heal a horror. And 1 Doom will go to the agenda, so we'll just add a Doom here. And then everything else here will get, and you'll get control of the key. So I believe the way the key works, just making sure. If an enemy leaves play, the investigator who caused the enemy to leave play will take control of the key. Alright, so we have the key needed for the vault. So we got that going for us. Alright. I still have actions left. So, yeah, that was my first action. I'm going to go ahead and move and go to the vault because I do have this. Alright. After the vault is revealed, place 1 random set-aside key on it. This simple, unadorned room contains many shelves, filing cabinets where important documents and records pertaining to the Logic Hat. A small combination safe hides in the corner of the room. You wonder what secrets you could uncover here if you had more time. Okay, we only need the key, all of the keys. Currently, there are 2 keys on the board, 1 key on us, which means the last key is probably in the catacombs, and we can get access to that because both. I'm about to get a key. I'm about to get the key from here using Trish, and this is the unrevealed side, so I can actually use hiking boots with that. Okay. Cool. Let's go ahead and set aside a random key, which is going to be the cultist key. Cool. We got that going for us. Next, there'll be Trish. So Trish, I'm going to go ahead and investigate this location. I am going to go ahead and use Damning Testimony, because I can just target a neophyte. That'll put us up to 7 to 3. So 7 to 3. We pass. I'm not going to use an evidence, so don't worry about that stuff. I'll get the last clue here. I can lightning bolt, grab this. And then I'll exhaust the hiking boots to move to a location, a connecting unrevealed location, which will be this one. And I have a key so I can access it. Alright. When the Lodge Catacombs is revealed, put the set-aside inner sanctum and each of the set-aside sanctum doorways into play. Oh wait, that is all the... Wait, we have all of them. I actually don't need to move here. I truly don't need to move here. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, instead I'm going to just make my way towards the vault. Because yeah, all I need is all the keys, right? Yeah, that's all we need. So yeah, I don't need to go down the catacombs. So let's just do this and get ourselves out of here. I apologize. I should have. I kept miscounting the tokens. Yeah, there are 2 on board. So yeah, there was 3 on board. Yeah, because I miscounted. Yeah, there were 3 on the board, and then 1 was on Lily. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move back to here, and then that'll be it. All right, we haven't gone through the entire deck yet. Okay, it's gonna go to upkeep. And unfortunately, I can't use the boots, the hiking boots, the other direction because it's a real location with no clues. Okay, working a hunch, perfect. Okay, Mythos for 6 out of 8. I feel like I'm doing something wrong, but supposedly it can be very easy if you have the right setup. Centuries of Secrets, test 5. For each point you fail by, deal with curses and all that nonsense. Okay. We'll just take the chance. 5 to 4. What happens if we fail, though? Puts a doom on it. Getting a doom on you will be annoying. It's not the end of the world, but it's annoying. Alright. Yeah, I think I'll be fine. Alright, 4 to 5. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm actually okay with it. Alright, that's minus... Is it minus 0 now? Yeah, there's no doom in play. So, yeah, we're going to reveal the top card. Alright, it's not a curse, so I didn't kill off my my beat cop. And it was an Ancient Evils, which apparently those are in the deck. Okay, and then for you... Oh, great, another one. You're kind of on your own. At best, I can get myself up to 5. I can make it 5 to 5. So let's do that. How bad is this location? Just 4. Okay. Yeah, we'll do 5 to 5 using Eureka and the shadows. Alright, top 3. 1. Yep, curse. 2. And 3. Okay. So I do take a damage on herself and her ally. Okay. Alright, goes to Trish. I'm going to go ahead and move up. Yeah, I'm going to have to move up. No choice. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and investigate this location. I'll use the damning testimony. I'll pick the lodged neophyte that's still alive. And it'll be 7 to 3. Or 7 to 4, sorry. Yep, 7 to 4. We passed just barely. Get the clue. Then I'm going to go ahead and fast out the working a hunch. Get the other clue. And then I'm going to move back for my last action. And that'll be it for her because she doesn't have the action to do this. Alright. Oh, also as a lightning bolt, I'll grab the key since there's no clues there anymore. Alright. Goes to Lily Chen. Lily Chen's going to move down. As an action, she was going to go ahead and spin clues as a group. Parlay. Each investigator who spends at least 1 clue. Okay, so it still has to be her taking the damage. And as far as I can tell, hopefully this agenda doesn't murder us. Or sorry, this act doesn't murder us. It's the last card, so it should be it. Alright, so I have to take 4 horror and or damage. So, and it's per point here, so it's going to be kind of annoying. I'm going to take 2 damage and 2 horror. So I'm at 4 and 4 essentially. And then take control of his or her key. And everyone at this location has investigators at the same location control the puzzle box and all 4 keys. All right, let's advance. Opening the box. Though the box itself seems to fight you at every turn, with all 4 key components in your possession, you finally manage to piece together how to open the contraption. First, you twist and contort the box's many mechanical devices until the image on its lid lines up perfectly with the diagram in your possession. Next, you chant the Latin incantation inscribed on the small wooden plaque you found. It takes a few tries to get it right, but eventually you hear a click as the surface of the wooden container shifts and changes. A round indentation has appeared on the side of the box, matching the size of your mysterious black onyx coin. As soon as you place the coin inside, another wooden panel opens on the other side, revealing a keyhole. Finally, you insert the key of bone into the keyhole and turn it. The lid begins to open, and suddenly the entirety of the room is engulfed in a rush of air as all light, color, sound, and matter is sucked into the box. If the investigators are members of the lodge, do Resolution 1. Okay. Resolution 1. Every fiber of your being is stretched as Every fiber of your being is stretched as the box pulls you in. However, before it can accomplish its task, the lid is suddenly slammed shut by an elderly hand. You reel backward and collapse as the pulling force ceases. When your senses finally return to you, Carl Sanford is standing over you, unflappable as ever. I see you managed to open the device without defeating its guardian. How fortunate, he declares. He examines the box closely, removing the key and the coin from the container, and recognizing them instantly. I had a feeling you would be a valuable asset to the lodge, but it seems I underestimated your resourcefulness. Perhaps it is time that you learn the truth behind our organization. I have a feeling you are destined for great things. Unexpectedly, Mr. Sanford hands the puzzle box back to you, along with the components that unlocked it. Come with me. There's much to discuss. In your campaign log, record the investigators discovered how to open the puzzle box. Any one investigator may choose to add the puzzle box story asset to their deck. This does not count towards stuff. I mean, it costs 0 to play. Let's give it to... it doesn't take a slot. It doesn't cost anything to play. I'll go ahead and give it to Lily. Because honestly, Trish doesn't really have the time to play that card since she's the Clover. Alright, the investigators discovered how to open the puzzle box. Alright. Each investigator earns experience equal to victory, which is 3. Yes, we gain 3. So 3 experience, 3 experience, putting us at a total of 24 for Chen. Alright, 3 experience. What can we do with that? Let's see, 3, 6, 9. Alright, so for free, we can go ahead and get Inscription of the Hunt, finally. And that still leaves us with 3. And I think... Wait. Upgrading the other emergency cache would be nice. That'll cost 1. That'll leave us with 2 left. And I'll go ahead and upgrade a Holy Rosary. So it functions pretty much the same. The only difference is it does have a agility symbol for its commit. But now if you pass a will test on a treachery, you can exhaust it and add blessed tokens to the chaos bag, which are essentially the opposite of curse tokens. Upgrading backpack is tempting, but I don't really need it. So this is what we're going to do. This is also one of the few sessions where we didn't actually get any of our Holy Rosaries, and it looks like they were together at the bottom of the deck. So... But yeah, I've noticed that we've been doing a lot of will tests, so taking advantage of this, I think, is fine. All right, we did have the other one is in here. All right, so we have both emergency caches upgrade, which is nice. Our runic axe is fully upgraded. We can't put any more experience into it. So all that's going to be left, I'm going to be doing probably Holy Rosaries, and I definitely want to start getting the 1-2 punches up and running, because those things are amazing. All right, as for Trish, we have 3 experience to spend. Should I hold on to it and just wait for Bewitching? The only problem with Bewitching is if you don't get engaged by an enemy, it doesn't do anything, which is what happened this session. Still, it does prune out the deck. Could upgrade the cigarette case, though we haven't really needed it. I mean, it still helps. So you know what? We'll upgrade this, the lucky cigarette case. The one we still have in the deck. Okay. And I'll take care of that. All right, all experience has been spent. I think there's an interlude, so let's go ahead and read up on that. Oh, there's, yeah, interlude, the inner circle. Sorry, we read interlude 3. Yeah, the inner circle. Okay, the inner circle 1. You have been brought deep into the inner sanctum, where only the highest-ranking members of the Lodge are allowed. Mr. Sanford explains that the Order of the Silver Lodge is far older and more important than the public-facing Silver Twilight Lodge, and that their knowledge extends into the realm of the arcane and obscure. For many decades, the Order of the Silver Twilight has pursued knowledge that can elevate humanity. We have defended against threats to our very existence. We have sacrificed everything for this sacred cause. Now, one of these threats terrorizes our city, and we are the only ones who can stop it. You know the creature I speak of. You nod in affirmation. Here is what we know. It was the witches who brought this abomination upon Arkham. We tried to stop their ritual, but unfortunately we were unsuccessful in binding it. Now it is loose, and we must finish what we started before the witches are able to do the same. But first, I understand you may have some information for us as well. Please hand over what you have found. It is important that we collaborate in order to understand the situation. You can either give everything you found, or you can say you got nothing, and in which case you're definitely lying. We will go ahead and keep playing on the side of the Twilight Lodge. Inner Circle 2. You show Mr. Sanford the evidence you've collected. Yes, I see. It is as I suspected, he murmurs as he inspects the trinkets. Cross off each memento listed under mementos discovered in your campaign log. If the investigators rescued Yosef and the investigators told the lodge about the coven, proceed to Inner Circle 4. Otherwise, skip to Inner Circle 5. So yeah, if you stay truly loyal, you can go this far. I can't really cross things out, so I'm going to do this. I don't know if there's more mementos that we'll be getting, so I'm just going to put crossed off here for the ones below it, and then if we get any new ones, we'll put it above it. All right. We rescued Yosef, and we told him about the coven. So we have met both requirements. So we go to Inner Circle 4. Rescue Yosef, told him about the coven. Yep. Inner Circle 4. Colonel Sanford grins and rises to his feet. You have proven yourself a loyal asset to our order. I believe... let's see. I believe it is time that you ascended to our inner circle. You approach and kneel before Mr. Sanford. He spreads his arms wide and declares, I hereby appoint to you the rank of Knight of the Inner Circle. Arise once more, Knight, and stand tall. You are now one of the elite guardians of humanity, keepers of truth, and stewards of the Silver Twilight Order. Another member of the Order offers you a folded blue robe, and you don it solemnly. Now, I am sure you have many questions for me. We do not have a lot of time to dawdle, but you deserve answers. What do you wish to know? You can ask up to 3 questions before his patience runs thin. One at a time in any order, choose and read up to 3 of the following passages, then proceed to Inner Circle 6. So one of the passages you cannot actually do unless you have survived the Watcher's Embrace, which we did not. So the other options are, what is the creature? What do you want with the creature? What do the witches want with the creature? Did you know about the creature before the charity gala? And where are the 4 missing people from the charity gala? What do we want to talk about? We can pick 3 of these. Let's see. Well, let's obviously talk about, we'll go, what is the creature? It is a powerful remnant left behind from one who perished long ago. The witches could only have summoned it if they had a strong connection to the soul it once belonged to, Mr. Sanford explains. It could only be one person, Kezia Mason herself. All right. Did you know about the creature before the charity gala? In truth, yes, Mr. Sanford admits, but we did not know it would come to us. After interceding in the witch's summoning rites, we investigated the spectral mist that was left behind for several days. We likely drew too much attention to ourselves, and it was drawn to our presence. Not necessarily a bad thing in the end. And then, where are the 4 missing people from the charity gala? God only knows, Mr. Sanford replies with a sigh. Taken by the Revenant, perhaps. Or swallowed by the mist. He considers this for a while and then adds, I suspect that if they are still alive, they cannot be far from the Revenant. For better or for worse, the anomaly seems localized around it. So yeah, I picked the ones that were kind of obvious for from what the kind of backstory from the previous scenarios, like we're obviously trying to solve a mystery, but also part of it was tracking down the 4 missing people. So that kind of just based it off that. Then we go to Inner Circle 6. All right. Mr. Sanford rises to his feet, and the other members of the Order follow suit. He addresses the members of the Inner Circle, yourself included. All right. We have no more time to spare. The ritual must be completed at once. We shall use the same site as before, the central pillar of the unvisited isle, where the barrier between this world and the next is thinnest. It is likely that the anomaly will pursue us there. So act with caution. Then he turns directly to you and adds, the device you hold is the key to binding the Revenant. I trust you to use it properly when the time comes. You and the other members of the circle nod in affirmation. Taking a deep breath to steel your nerves, you prepare for the journey to the unvisited isle, a journey toward death itself. All right. Record that the investigators were inducted into the Inner Circle. All right. Inducted into Inner Circle. And then we go to Union and Dissolution, which is the next scenario. All right. So yeah, that went very, very smooth. The only thing I kind of mulliganed was the Lodge Catacombs. That's because I was only going after the keys. Like, I was not going to dig any deeper for this one. Obviously, there's probably things you can do where you betray them or, switch sides or, just try to figure out more information that you probably shouldn't learn. But yeah, when I was looking for answers to some of my questions about like the Hierophant 5 and how that's supposed to be resolved, I did see questions about like, is it supposed to be this easy? So maybe I did it correctly. If there are mistakes, let me know. But obviously, I record these in bulk, and by the time you see this video and respond to it, I will have long since moved on to other things. But hopefully I did it correctly. It did seem to go pretty smoothly. We obviously have having enemies on the board that are non-hostile is actually probably the best situation for Trish, because obviously she can trigger Damning Testimony. Also, having some of them just attack us and allowing Lily Chen just to beat them up. I definitely had. I was expecting vibes similar to the House always wins back in Dunwich, where, spoiler for Dunwich if you didn't watch that for some reason, the moment you become hostile to any of the aloof enemies, it shit immediately throws down. But in this one, there wasn't that restriction. It seems to imply that you didn't kill these people. It's just you knocked them out just to get the keys and stuff like that. They didn't seem to have an issue with it, so I guess we're good to go. So remember, to join the Inner Circle of the Silver Twilight Lodge, you just need to be a bully and beat up everyone. Like this guy, he's never gonna rat on us because he knows we got hiking boots, and those can kick real hard. In any case, I am the Depressed Eeyore. This was Arkham Horror, the card game, The Circle Undone, For the Greater Good, and we'll be moving on to Union and Dissolution next. And I'll see you guys next time.